Welcome back to the Tampa Bay Rays MLB 25 franchise. It's been a very interesting ALCS. As you see on the screen there, we lost the first two at home. We've won the first two by identical 4-1 scores here in New York, and we're going for the sweep at Yankee Stadium in Game 5. And we have our ace, Shane McClanahan, who's just been dominant, hasn't allowed a run in the playoffs, on the mound facing Chase Hampton. And if Shane can get the job done here, that'll send us back home with two chances to win one game and send us on to the World Series. And we would be taking on the Philadelphia Phillies, who beat Arizona 4-1. They lost Game 1 and then won 4 straight. That would be a rematch of the 2008 World Series that saw the Phillies beat Tampa Bay 4-1. That was the first time Tampa Bay has ever been to a World Series. And got some work to do before we get there. Got to win 2 games out of the next 3. But Shane on the mound, he gives us our best chance to go back home with the lead. Welcome to Game 5 of the ALCS. Yankees win the first 2 at our place. We win the next 2. Pivotal Game 5 here. And the Rays are trying to win 4 straight road playoff games. They were road warriors during the regular season. And the Yankees are trying to find some sort of offense. They've really struggled to drive in runs outside of home runs. And you can see they scored 5 runs in Game 1, 5 in Game 2, only 1 run each in the last 2 games. They're going to put it on a rookie, Chase Hampton, try and get them back to the lead. And we have Shane McClanahan, our ace. Looks like a good chance for us to steal this win. You never know how rookies are going to pitch in the postseason, so we'll see what Hampton does. And there he is. Only pitched in 7 games, or actually started 7 games during the regular season. Stats weren't impressive, and they moved Garrett Cole out of the rotation to put him in. The way Cole pitched against us in the playoffs so far, they probably should have stuck with him. And leading off, Chandler Simpson hitting .370. Guy has just been clutch all playoffs. And there's a little bloop to center field, and that's going to drop. And we're going to have a leadoff man on here in the first inning. Major disruptor, Chandler. See if he's going to try and swipe a bag here or not. Andres Figueroa coming up now. Here's the first pitch to him. That's going to be a pop-up on the middle of the infield. Alec Boehm's going to race over and have that on the mound for the first out. Figueroa's really been struggling since Game 2 against the Orioles. Here's our lineup. Move some stuff around. Bring Pete Murray back into the order. Basallo slides up to number 6. Just trying to get some sort of consistent offense from these guys. And I'll bring in Junior with 1 on and 1 out. And there's the pitch. It's a strike. Throw down, and Simpson steals second base. Just like we asked for. Get that man in scoring position for our big bats. Now Junior. See if he can clutch up here. It's going to be a ground ball to first. Wade's going to have that. Simpson's going to move over to third. Now it's going to take a base hit to get a run, which would have with a man in second anyway, but now falls to Lou. He's been hot or cold in the playoffs as well. Need a hit from him here. 2-2 count, 2 out. Man on third. Hampton's pitch. And he swings and misses on the high slider and strikes out. So Chandler gets on, gets in scoring position. And Junior and Lou can't do anything about it. We're going to go to the bottom of the first inning. There's no score. And on the mound for us, our Cy Young Award winning Shane McClanahan. See what he's done in the playoffs. 2 starts, 1-0, 0 ERA. Should be 2-0, but our bullpen blew Game 1 of this series. Actually, our manager blew it when he took Shane out after allowing just 1 hit in 7 innings. See how he does today on the road facing Alec Boehm right out of the gate. Boehm loves hitting left-handed pitching. Here's the 0-1 pitch to him. It's going to be a shot in the left center field. Back, and 1 hops the wall. Simpson's got that and gets it back in. And Boehm starts it off with a double to the left center field gap, and that'll bring in Lamont Wade. See what he's done. Hasn't really done much against us. Now they have a man scoring position as well to start their half of the first. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch from Shane. And it's going to be a ground ball to second base. Garcia's got that. Throws the first. But Bohm's going to move up to third now, so they have a man that can score on a sac fly or a ground ball. Look at their lineup. That is their regular season lineup numbers. Those are not their averages during the playoffs. That'll bring in Judge, home run threat, fly ball threat. He can get one in the air. He'll take the lead. And he swings and misses and strikes out on the 2-2 pitch. Huge out for McClanahan. That's why you love strikeout pitchers. And that'll bring in Jazz. He really hasn't done a lot against us this year. He lit us up 2 years ago in the wild card series. Full count now. Here's the pitch. And that's outside for ball 4. Don't mind that. I'll put men at the corners now and 2 outs for Stanton, who has really done nothing against us. I think he's still hitless in the series. All that home run RBI production came against the Mariners. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to short. Williams has it. He's going to throw to first. And that's it. Shane pitches around the leadoff double and a walk. Going to go to the second inning. Game 5. They're scoreless. And leading off, Trey Morgan. Got to like the average. Hasn't been productive driving in runs, though. That 1 home run did win Game 2 against Baltimore, but hasn't driven in a run since. Here's the 0-2 pitch to him. And he swings and misses on the fastball at the letters for strike 3. That'll bring in Basallo. He's hitting 240, 2 home runs in this series. Full count to him. Here's the pitch from Hampton. And that's going to be a ground ball to short, and Volpe's got that. Easy throw to first, and there are 2 down. That'll bring in Pete. Decided to slide him back in the lineup. Wanted his defense out in left field. Try to get his bat going again. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to second. Jazz is going to have that. He'll throw him out. And we go down pretty quickly again. 1-2-3 as we go to the bottom of the second inning. We're still scoreless. And leading off be shortstop Anthony Volpe. Got us for some hits in games 1 and 2. Been quiet ever since. Here's the 2-2 pitch from McClanahan. And that's going to be a fly ball into center field. Simpson's going to track back shy of the bullpen and the warning track, and he's got that for the first out. In steps Harper Bradley. Average is not good, but he's hit 2 of those 3 home runs in this series in both games at Tampa Bay. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Shane. And it's going to be a ground ball. Third, Camanero's got it. Easy throw to first, and that's his second out of the inning. And that'll bring in Spencer Jones, playing against left-handed pitchers in this series, which Shane's the only one they're going to face. Struck out 3 times against Shane in Tampa Bay. And here's a fly ball in the left field down the line towards the corner. Murray's got it in foul territory right by the wall there. Man, he is so good in left field. And that's it for the Yankees in this half inning. We're going to go to third. It's no score. And Willie Sanchez will lead it off. Want to get him back in the lineup. Great glove at first base. Trying to get his bat going. Here's the 1-2 pitch to him. And he swings and misses on the curveball. Nasty pitch. Breaking down and in on him. Check out this replay. Look at this location. Down and in, off the plate. Swings over it. Not much you can do about it. That was just a filthy pitch. And that'll bring in Carson Williams. He's hit or miss, man. Has driven in 5, though. Even though he's hitting 200, he's driving in runs. And he takes strike 3 at the knees. He didn't like that call. And that'll be the second out of the inning. 4 Ks now for Hampton. And that'll bring in Chandler. He singled to start this game. Up to 393 in the playoffs. He's been carrying us. And he's going to swing at a pitch in the dirt. Here's a throw down the first. And that's a quick 1-2-3 inning for Hampton and the Yankees. We're going to the bottom of third in this pitcher's duel. And leading off, catcher Mark Colesbury. Again, he platoons and bats against lefty pitchers. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. It's a line drive in the center field. And that's going to drop in front of Simpson. So they get their leadoff man on here in the third. That'll bring in Alec Bohm. Loves to hit against lefties. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch from Shane. And that's ball 4. So the Yankees are going to get their first 2 men on here in the third inning. And it's going to bring up Wade and Judge and Jazz. Not a good spot. 0-2 count to Wade, though. Here's the pitch, and hits a ground ball up the middle. Lou's got it. Flipped the second for one on the first, and that's a big double play. There we go. Our defense bails us out so many times. Now we have a man on third and 2 out for Judge. And he's going to hit a ground ball to second. Diving stop by Lou. Picks it up, throws the first, and Judge beats it out, and that's going to score a run. Looked like Lou dove past the ball there, so now we have 1 on and 2 out. New York up 1-0. 0-2 pitch to Jazz. And that's going to be a ground ball back to Shane. He's going to throw to first for the third out. But the Yankees get the first run of the game. See if our offense can match here in the fourth. And leading off, Andres Figueroa, 0-2 count to him. And here's a swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. Catcher throws it quickly down to first. And there's the first out of the inning as his woes continue at the plate. And that'll bring in Junior. 3-2 pitch to him. There's a fly ball in the left field. Stanton drifting back. At the edge of the warning track on the run, he takes it. He misjudged that right away. Recovered. Now bring in Lou with a 3-2 count to him, and that's ball 4. So even though Lou's not getting a ton of hits, he is walking, so he is getting on base for the others. That'll bring up Morgan. See if we can get a 2-out rally going here. And it's going to be a pop fly into shallow left field. Stanton's jogging in, and he's going to have that for the third out. So the Rays don't generate much. 2-out walk gets stranded. We're going to go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 1-0 New York. And leading off, Giancarlo Stanton. 2-2 count to him. And, just missed. And Shane didn't like that call. He wants to know where it was. Looking for strike 3 on that pitch. Now the full count. Pitch to Giancarlo Stanton. And it's way high for ball 4. You can see the frustration on McClanahan's face. He thought he had him struck out. Now it's a walk. To lead off the inning, you got to bring in Volpe. 1-2 count to him. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a fly ball into right field. Morgan is going to race over. Going to have that for the first out. That'll bring in Harper Bradley. See, 2 home runs in the series. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's going to be a ground ball to third. Junior's got it. Throws the second for 1. Lou to first. And that's a 5-4-3 double play. Wasn't a tough inning for Shane, but the defense coming through, making it a short inning for him. As we go to the 5th, Rays need to get something going on offense. And Basallo leading off here. 2-0 count on him. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a shot down the left field line. It's going to get down into the corner. Stanton after it, and Basallo is going to be into second base with a double to start this inning. What we needed. Get a man in scoring position with nobody out. Here he is flexing out at second base. He just goes with the pitch, slices it down the left field line and into the corner. I'll bring in Pete Murray. See if he can at least advance him to third. Hampton has been a problem on the mound. Here's a shot to right field. Judge racing back, and it's gone. Pete Murray with a line drive home run to right field, and the Rays take a 2-1 lead. Chase Hampton has been dominating us, but he gives up a double and a 2-run shot here in the inning to start the inning, and that's another Yankee Stadium home run. 366, that would have been caught at our place. See the pitch. Gets the barrel out, drives it, and Judge just runs out of room. Now bring in Willie Sanchez now with nobody on, nobody out, and 2-2 count, and he's going to swing and miss and strike out again as catcher throws him out at first. Man, our pitching's been so good, and we get timely hits when we get them, just like that. And that'll bring in Carson Williams. He's going to hit a fly ball in the center field. Jones is going to track over, and he'll have that for the second out. We don't get a ton of hits, but we get big ones when we get them. That'll bring in Chandler, 1 for 2 on the day. And he's going to hit a ground ball to first. Wade's going to have that and take it to the bag himself. But Tampa Bay rallies back. Double by Basallo. 2-run shot by Pete Murray. And we have the lead as we go to the bottom of the 5th. And leading off, Spencer Jones. Full count to him. Here's the pitch from Shane. He swings and misses and strikes out. That's the fourth time Shane has struck him out in the 2 games he's played so far. See this pitch. He just blows it by him on the inner half. Now to bring up the catcher, Colesbury. Singled his last time. See Shane's pitch count elevated, 72 here in the 5th. And he's going to strike him out on a slider. Almost hit him. So get K's in the first 2 outs. And that's only his 3rd strikeout of the game. Been getting it done without striking people out. Here's Bohm now. There's a ground ball, base hit to center field. Gets another hit off McClanahan. Seems like Bohm's the only one that's been doing it. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Wade. And it's going to be a ground ball to third. Camanero's got it. Throws the second for the force. And they get out of that inning. No damage done, which is what you want to do when you score runs in the top half. When you go to the 6th inning, it's 2-1 Tampa Bay. A new pitcher for the Yankees, Scott Efros, coming in to replace the rookie. He's been tough on us all series. Hasn't allowed a run in the playoffs in 7 games. He's going to face Andres Figueroa. 0 for 2 on the day. Down on the count 0-2. And he's going to swing and miss and strike out again for the 2nd time today. Might have to consider moving him down in the order. That'll bring in Junior now. He's 0 for 2. And the 2-2 pitch to him from Efros. It's going to be a smash to short, and Volpe's got it. Man, he hit that hard, but right at the shortstop. Junior, frustrated, thought he had a hit. And that'll bring in Lou now. He's 0 for 1 with a walk himself. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he's going to swing and miss on a nasty slider. Looked like a wiffle ball pitch. And we go down 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the inning. Judge, Chisholm, and Stanton will be up for the Yankees. And we're going to the bullpen. Alex Faedo moved him around in our bullpen rotation. He's going to come in now. First appearance in the playoffs this year. Had a great regular season. Shane threw too many pitches to go deep in this game. And first man Faedo's going to face is Aaron Judge, driven in the only run for the Yankees. Pretty much held him in check this entire series. 1-2 count. And he's going to strike him out with a high fastball. Seen him strike out a lot, him and Stanton both. Good start for Faedo. Check this pitch out. Fastball. I was going to say above his hands, but it wasn't. It was just inside, and it just blew right by him. Overmatched on that one, I guess. Then I'll bring in Jazz. He hasn't done much against us this series as well. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field, and Chandler Simpson's going to have that. So 2 quick outs here in the 6th. Then I'll bring in Stanton. 0 for 1 with a walk. 0 for the series. 3-1 count to him. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be his 2nd walk for him in the game. Most productive he's been the entire series, drawing 2 walks here. That'll bring in the go-ahead run in Volpe. Faedo ahead in the count 0-2. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a smash to first, and Sanchez grabs it and steps on the bag. That Gold Glove caliber first base glove comes into play again. We're going to go to the 7th inning. It's 2-1 Tampa Bay. And the Yankees are going to the pen again, bringing in the lefty, Jose Alvarado. Get Morgan and Basal to start the inning, so he's got 2 lefties. And then the switch hitter, Murray. See what he's done in the playoffs. Trey Morgan up now, 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a ground ball to third. Bohm backhands it, spins and throws, and he's got Morgan easily for the first out. Now bring in Basallo. Got that inning started with a double his last time up. 0-2 pitch to him. That's going to be a ground ball to first. Wade's got that. He'll race to the bag for the 2nd out. Now to bring in Pete, our only switch hitter. He's going to flip around, bat right-handed here. That 2-run homer has given us the lead. 1-2 count on him. Here's the pitch. And he takes strike 3 at the knees. Nice pitch there by Alvarado. And the Yankees get us down 1-2-3. As we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, they're running out of outs in time. And new pitcher for the Rays, Kevin Kelly coming in. Faedo pitched really good. Get him out. Get a fresh arm in there. Kelly's been pitching excellent in the playoffs. Harper Bradley is first batter. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a smash up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit. So the Yankees get the tying run on to lead off the inning. That'll bring in Spencer Jones. He's struggled. He's 0 for 2. 2-2 pitch to him. Make it 0 for 3 as he strikes out on that sinker. Low and away. Tough playoffs for him. That'll bring in Colesbury. Singled in his first at-bat of the day. 1-2 pitch to him. And he's going to strike out on the sweeper. So Kevin Kelly has got the strikeout pitch going here after the leadoff single. Watch this replay. It just keeps going and bottom drops out. Almost unfair. That'll bring in Bohm now. 1 on, 2 out. Full count to him. Here's the pitch. And he swings and misses and strikes out. So Kevin Kelly gives out the leadoff single. Strikes out the side. Especially since Bohm had already had 2 hits in this game. And we're going to the 8th inning. Tampa Bay looking to extend this 2-1 lead. And new pitcher for the Yankees, Jake Cousins. See what he's done in the playoffs. That's a rough ERA. He's given up 3 runs in 2 innings against us. Had a scoreless inning, but he gave up 3. Cost them game 3. Here's Willie Sanchez leading off. 1-2 pitch, and it hits him on the thigh. So had him down on the count, and now we're going to get the leadoff man on for Carson Williams. He's down on the count 0-2 now. Here's the pitch from Cousins. That's going to be a pop-up on the infield. Wade's going to drift back, and he'll have that for the first out. That'll bring in Chandler Simpson. 1 on, 1 out, 1-0 pitch. And that's a strike. Throw down, and Sanchez steals second. I don't think they expected him to take off. He's got stolen base ability. So now we have a man in scoring position with 1 out. 2-2 count to Simpson. And it's going to be a ground ball up the middle. Diving stop by Volpe. Throw to first, and he's safe. The wheels gets him an infield hit. So now we have men in the corners and 1 out. Figueroa is really struggling, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts in this game. We just got to get the ball out of the infield. And he swings and misses and strikes out again. Goodness sakes. Now it comes down to Caminero needing a base hit. 2 on, 2 out. 1-2 pitch from Cousins. And he strikes out on the slider. So a lot of action on the bases. The strikeouts bails the Yankees out in that half inning. Going to the bottom of the 8th, it's still 2-1 Tampa Bay. And new pitcher for the Rays is going to be Pete Fairbanks. He's pitched well in the playoffs, moving him into a setup role now. Lost the closer role, but we could really use him to do well in the setup role. He's going to face Lamont Wade. And the 0-1 pitch to the Yankee first baseman. It's going to be a line drive base hit into left field. So they're going to get their leadoff man on ahead of Judge. It's never a good thing. You don't want Judge batting with men on base. See, he's 1 for 3 with a single, but only 2 for 16 in the series. That home run was a solo shot that tied game 2. Full count now on him. Here's the pitch from Pete. And he swings and misses on the changeup and strikes out again. Clutch pitch there by Pete. That'll bring in Jazz. Full count on him with 1 out. And that's ball 4 low. So now the Yankees are going to have 2 men on and 1 out. Stanton coming up. Even though he's hitless in the series, still has big power. A lot of pressure on Pete here. He's got to get this guy. 3-0 count. Here's the pitch. And that's ball 4, and now the Yankees have the bases loaded. The go-ahead run goes to second base with only 1 out. They're going to bring in Oswald Peraza to run for Stanton, which is good for them because Stanton has no speed. And they'll bring in Volpe now. Huge situation here. First pitch from Pete, and they try a bunt. He pops it up. Basalo's got it, and he's going to throw to third, and then we get a double play. My goodness. What is the CPU thinking here? Let him swing away. They did the same thing with Morgan, and we benefit from that double play pop-out bunt, and we're going to the 9th. And new pitcher for the Yankees, Ian Hamilton, coming in. Try and keep this a 2-1 game. I'm still in shock. I can't believe they bunted with Volpe, and we got the double play. These computer managers are just not that good. Bladay's going to come in the game and play left field in place of Stanton, who was run for. And Lou Garcia is going to lead it off here in the 9th. See if we can get a insurance run or two. Full count to him. Here's the pitch from Hamilton, and it's way outside for ball 4. So Lou draws another walk. Get the leadoff man on here. It's a tight 2-1 game, man. Nerve-wracking. Morgan's up now, and he has a 3-1 count. And he's going to walk, so the Rays get the first 2 men on via walk. Hamilton struggling with his control. That'll bring in Basallo. 2 on, nobody out. 1-2 pitch. And it's going to be a ground ball to third. Boom. Oh, and he knocks it down. Throw to first, and Basallo is safe. I thought he had it initially, but he knocked it down, and that's going to be a base hit. They're not going to call an error, so we have bases loaded now. Look at this replay. 2-hopper, hits off the heel of his glove, picks it up, and Basallo, since he's a left-handed batter, beats it out. I'd have given him an error on that, but we'll take the hit. And the Yankees have to go to the bullpen now as Hamilton comes in, gives up 2 walks and a single. Rays have a chance to blow this game wide open here in the 9th. And a new pitcher is going to be Garrett Cole. He has dominated us in this particular series. See what he's done in the playoffs as a whole. Had 5 strikeouts and 4 innings in relief earlier at Tampa Bay. That'll bring in Pete. Homered earlier in the game. 2-1 pitch to him. That's going to be a fly ball into center field. Jones racing over into the gap. He's got it on the run. Here's the tag. Here's the throw. And safe. Lou comes in and scores and gives us that insurance run. It's now 3-1. Glad hands for Pete. He's driven in all 3 runs today. Here's Sanchez. 1-2 count. See if he can get another run in. And he swings and misses on a changeup off the plate and strikes out for the second out. That'll bring in Carson Williams. Full count to him with 2 out and 2 on. And he's going to swing and miss. Ball goes to the backstop. Throw down to first, and they're going to get him for the 3rd out. Overcooked that slider, and Williams chased it. But we get an additional run here in the top half, and we go to the bottom of the 9th. It's 3-1 Tampa Bay. And no surprise who's coming out of the bullpen for the Rays. Roger Guy, our closer. 1 win, 4 saves in his 5 appearances in the playoffs. He's going to be facing the bottom 3 in the order for the Yankees. 2-2 count on Bradley. Here's the pitch, and that's high for ball 3. Close call. He was looking for that one. Now we got a full count. Here's the pitch. And he swings and misses on a pitch down around his shins and gets the strikeout anyway. Roger Guy racking up a bunch of strikeouts in the playoffs and regular season. Now Spencer Jones comes in. He's 0 for 3. And he's going to hit a ground ball through his legs and into center field. So Jones finally gets his first hit in the playoffs. And the Yankees going to have the tying run at the plate. Colesbury, their catcher, up. 1 on, 1 out. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a fly ball into right field. Morgan's going to drift back a few steps. He's going to have that for the 2nd out. The Yankees are down to their last out. Needing a big fly to tie this game. Alec Boehm, 2 for 3 with a single and a double. Has the power. Loves hitting lefties. 2-2 count on him. Here's the pitch from Guy. And swing and a miss, and he strikes him out. And Tampa Bay, down 2-0 in this series, has come all the way back. They sweep in New York. And they lead 3-2, and they're going back home with 2 games to try and win just 1. As the Yankees bats go silent at home. Wow, those guys are just something else. This young team never says die. See the box score. Shane not as dominant, but Pete Murray, a home run and a sac fly, provides all the offense. We win this game 3-1. Check out this box score. See 2 hits for Simpson, 2 hits for Basallo. Murray, loud 1 hit, which was a home run, sac fly. We strike out 14 times in the game, though. 2 steals, Shane does just enough to keep us in the game, and then the bullpen shuts them out the last 4 innings. Go to their side. Bohm, 2 hits and a walk. Scattered 7 hits. We did walk them 6 times, including Stanton 3 times. Hampton, good start. 7 strikeouts in 5 innings. But they just didn't get any kind of offense. We're going home with a chance to win and go to the World Series. Let's go. Now the Rays are just 1 win away from returning to the World Series, their first one since 2020. And it would be a rematch with the Phillies, who they faced in their first World Series back in 2008. And our starting pitching has just been absolutely dominant in this round of the playoffs. In 28 1/3 innings pitched, the starting pitchers have allowed 13 hits and just 5 runs, and 4 of those came right here in Game 2 by Shane Baz. And that is just absolutely dominant, and our bullpen has been great, rebounded from this little bad stretch here. And now we go back home, and Shane Baz will be facing Luis Gil with a trip to the World Series on the line for Tampa Bay. And it is ALCS game number 6. Yankees trying to stay alive, the Rays trying to advance. We're back home in Tampa St. Pete, and the fans are going wild. This team is amazing. Thought this series was going to be short when we lost the first 2, but we go on the road where we've played well all year, did damage, winning 3 straight. As you see right there, we gave up 1 run in each of those 3 games, really limiting their offense. Now Shane Baz has a chance to pitch us on further in the postseason. Going to be facing Luis Gil. Had a good game 1. Can't wait to see how this game plays out. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. I surely am. Here we are, Shane Baz. 11 innings in the postseason, 14 strikeouts. Did give up 4 runs in game 2. See if he can rebound and pitch better this game. And Alec Boehm's going to lead things off for the Yankees. And a 2-1 count on the leadoff batter. And a pitch from Shane. And it's going to be a tapper to third. Camanero's got it. Throws across to first, and there's 1 down. Rays went with their dark blue jerseys to keep the mojo going from what they did on the road. You can see the Yankees have 2 batters in their lineup hitting above 195. That's what their struggles really are. They can't make contact, at least get base hits. Wade steps in now, down on a count 1-2. And it's going to be a ground ball to short. High hop. Williams has got it, and he's going to throw him out. Wade does not have good speed. And that'll bring in Judge. He's been quiet. 1 home run, 1 RBI single. That's it for the entire series. He's down on a count 0-2. Here's the pitch from Baz. And swings and misses, strikes out, blows the 4-seamer by him up and in. And a very good start to the game by Shane and the Rays as we go to the bottom of the first. See if Chandler can get things going. And on the mound for New York, trying to save their season, pitch him to a 7th game. Luis Gil pitched excellent in game 1, matched Shane McClanahan until his bats could wake up. A little bit elevated walk rate, but great strikeout rate. He's going to face Chandler here with nobody on. 1-1 count. And it's going to be a line shot up the middle past Jazz into center field. So Chandler Simpson keeps it going. The dude has just been unreal in the playoffs, especially since we made him the everyday center fielder, and that'll bring in Figueroa, who's really been struggling this series. 2 good games to start the Baltimore series. He's damn near hitless ever since, but he's going to draw a walk here, so now we get the first 2 men on. Nobody out. That's how we want to start this game. And Junior's up. So he's only hitting .233 in the playoffs, but most of that was a bad series against Baltimore. It's been much better against the Yankees. 0-2 count to him. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a ground ball to third. Boehm's got it. Throws the second for 1. On to first, and that's a double play. Kind of crushes that 2-man on, nobody out rally. And that'll bring in Pete. He was big in the last game. 3-run shot, 2-run shot, and a sac fly drove in all the runs. They need another hit here. 1-2 pitch from Gil. It's going to be a fly ball on the left, and Stanton is going to drift over, and he'll have that for the 3rd out. So the Rays get the first 2 men on. Don't try to do a double steal or anything, and nothing happens as we go to the 2nd inning. It's scoreless. And leading off will be Jazz Chisholm, as I said. He's really been struggling in the entire playoffs, but this series as well. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Shane. It's going to be a pop foul down towards the bullpen. Carter racing over, and he's going to have it on the bullpen mound. Be careful there. Put Carter back in the lineup today because Sanchez was struggling. One of the faster guy, and the speed pays off there, although that was a helium ball. J.J. Bleday is going to step in now with nobody on and 1 out. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch from Boz, and it's outside for ball 4, so the Yankees get their first base runner on the walk. And that'll bring in Austin Wells. He's one of the few guys in their lineup that's actually been hitting. 1-1 count to him. Here's the pitch. Runner goes, ball, throw down, and he's out. Bleday gunned down by a mile by Basallo. Great throw. And now Wells will be up with nobody on and 2 out. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. There's a shot to right. And Wells has just put the Yankees on the board with a towering shot into right field. And it reaches the second deck. 442. Never seen a home run hit to that part of the ballpark. That's the deepest home run we've seen hit to right field. First one to reach that second deck beyond the ribbon. And the Yankees have a 1-0 lead now. Thank God we threw him Bleday out at second base or it'd be 2-0. Look at this replay. He got it and knew it right away. Just a towering mammoth home run. That's what the Yankees have been doing all series. Home runs to score their runs. And that'll bring in Giancarlo Stanton. Still hitless in this series. Nobody on, 2 out. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch from Shane. And he strikes him out again on the slider. So Austin Wells gives the Yankees a 1-0 lead here in this do-or-die game for New York. With a huge home run to right field as we go to the bottom of the second inning. It's 1-0. And leading off will be Lou Garcia. The average dipping again. He has been walking, though, lately, so at least he's been getting on base. 3-1 count from Heel. Here's the pitch. And that's ball 4, so that'll be his 3rd walk in the last 2 games. We'll get our leadoff man on for Basallo. Big double last game. Big caught stealing in the last half inning. Keep this a 1-0 game. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he swings at a pitch off the plate and strikes out. That'll be the first out of the inning. That'll bring in Trey Morgan. Been struggling to drive in runs. Been getting on base, just not driving in any runs. He's down to count 1-2 as well. Here's the pitch from Heel. And he swings and misses on a slider down and in. So get the leadoff walk and 2 quick strikeouts. That'll bring in Carson Williams. His average below 200. He's been feast or famine as well. 3-1 count on him, though. Here's the pitch. And outside, ball 4. Heel's looking to get the call. So get a 2-out walk. Puts 2 men on for Evan Carter. Wanted him in for his defense in right field. And there's a shot to right field, and we're going to get more than that. He just made it 3-1 Tampa Bay with a huge home run down the right field line. Evan Carter, there we go. Second home run of the postseason. His other one was in 9th inning of the deciding game in Baltimore. This one was way more impactful as Tampa Bay responds to the Wells home run with a 3-run shot of their own in the bottom half of the inning. Check out this replay. Hammers it, keeps it fair. And Evan Carter, we've been wanting that power. He finally supplies it. That'll bring in Simpson now with 2 outs. And he'll hit a pop-up into shallow center field. Volpe drifting out. And he'll have that for the 3rd out. But the Rays, Evan Carter explodes with this 3-run shot to right field. And we have the lead now as we head to the 3rd inning. Let's go, boys. Let's keep them off the base. Might have this series wrapped up. We'll see. In comes Harper Bradley leading things off here in the 3rd inning. Yankees got excited with that home run. Now they're down 3-1. It's going to be a ground ball to second. Lou's got it. Here's a throw, and there's one down. It'll bring in Anthony Volpe. He of the pop-up bunt double play that cost him a game in New York, and he's going to flare this one over Lou's head for a base hit. That's why I said they shouldn't have bunted with him. Just let him hit. Sack fly would have given him the lead. Now there's one on and one out. Here's the pitch to Bohm. He's going to hit a fly ball into right center field. Carter on the run, and he'll have that shy of the warning track. Gets the ball back in as a runner returns to first. That'll bring in Wade. 1 on and 2 out. 0-2 pitch. And he swings the pitch up in his eyes and strikes out. My goodness. So Shane gives up a 1-out single. Nothing else happens out of that. We go to the bottom of the inning. It's still 3-1. And Figueroa leading off. Walked his first time. And he's going to take strike 3 and strike out to start the bottom of the inning. Man, he's got to make more contact. That'll bring in Junior. He's down to count 0-2 as well. Here's the pitch. And he swings and misses on that nasty slider and strikes out. So Heel all the way up to 4 strikeouts now here in the third. Facing Pete Murray with nobody on and 2 out. Here's a tapper to third. Bohm's going to have that. Throw to first, and Rays go down quickly. 1, 2, 3. As we head to the 4th inning, Yankees trying to get back in this. They're trailing 3-1. And leading off will be Aaron Judge. I love watching him bat with nobody on base. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's going to be a pop fly in this center field. Simpson barely had to move to get this one. He'll have that for the first out. That'll bring in Jazz. He hasn't done much either in the series. 3-2 count on him. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a shot into left center field. Murray running back. That's going to be off the wall. And Jazz is going to be in with a double. So now they have the tying run at the plate in Blade with 1 out. And he'll hit a fly ball into right field down the line. Carter tracking, shy of the warning track. He's got that. Jazz stays at second base, surprisingly, with his speed. And that'll bring in Mr. Home Run Austin Wells. Homered his first time. Homer here would tie the game. Full count pitch from Shane. And he strikes out on a low fastball. So Shane gets his revenge the second time around. We pitch around the double to Chisholm. We go to the bottom of the inning. It's 3-1 Rays. And leading off is Lou. 0-1 pitch to him. That's going to be a pop-up on the infield. Wade is going to drift in, and he'll have that in foul territory for the first out. That'll bring in Basallo now. Nobody on, 1 out. Here's a pitch from Heel. Be a fly ball in the left center field. Blade on the run, and he's got it at the edge of the warning track. Ball just kept carrying. That'll be the second out, and that'll bring in Trey. He's scuffling a little bit. First pitch from Heel. That's going to be a smash into center field. Blade's going to take a few steps back, and he'll have that. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Yankees pitcher, which is definitely what they needed. As we go to the 5th inning, it's still 3-1 Tampa Bay. And leading off is Stanton. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. He swings and misses and strikes out for the second time today. Shane Baz get the strikeout pitch going with 5 Ks. See this pitch elevated in the strike zone and gets above his hands. And he can't do anything with it. That'll bring in Harper Bradley. 0-2 count on him as well. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Simpson drifting back a few steps, and he'll have that for the second out. As the Yankees struggling to get men on base at all. That'll bring in Volpe now. Got to hit his last time. Here's a fly ball in the left field. Chasing it is Murray into the gap, and he'll have that. So they go down 1-2-3. They're running out of outs and innings. They go to the bottom half of the inning. It's 3-1 Rays. And leading off will be Carson Williams. Had a walk last time. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a pop-up in the infield, and Volpe is going to have that for the first out. And in steps Evan Carter. Big 3-run homer his first time up. Like I said, I wanted him in for his defense, and hopefully we could jumpstart him, and certainly did. 3-1 count now. Here's the pitch. And it's way inside for ball 4. So Carter is going to draw a walk. That'll get a man on with 1 out for Chandler Simpson. 1-1 pitch. And that's a ball. Throw down and safe is Carter as he takes off and steals second base. Forget that he does have wheels on the base paths too. So now we have man on second. 1 out. And he's going for third to throw down and he's safe. We saw Simpson and Jazz Chisholm both get thrown out trying to steal third earlier in the series. Carter's successful. 3-2 count, and that's going to be a ball 4, so Simpson's going to get on too. 2 men on, 1 out. Just need to get the ball out of the infield. Figueroa having a lot of trouble making contact. Down to count 1-2, and his contact woes are going to continue as he strikes out. Man, we'll have to drop him some point in the lineup until he can make solid contact. They'll bring in Junior. In at the corners and 2 out, and he's going to strike out on a pitch up and in. So Heel pitches around 2 walks and 2 stolen bases. Strikeout pitch is going for him, and he keeps them alive as we go to the 6th. Leading off Alec Boehm, 0 for 2 in the day. 1-2 pitch to him, and he's going to swing and miss and strike out on a curveball. So he seems to only do well against lefties, and that's good for us. That'll bring in Wade with nobody on and 1 out and a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch from Boz. And it's going to be a fly ball, a little flare to center field, and that's going to drop right in front of Simpson. So the Yankees do get a man on in front of Judge, representing the tying run here in the 6th. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he swings and misses on a curveball and strikes out. Shane has the off-speed plus the high fastball going today. That'll bring in Jazz with 1 on and 2 out. 2-2 count. And he swings and misses and strikes out on that high fastball. So get a 1-out single and then 2 straight Ks. As Boz is on fire in this one. Go to the bottom of the inning. It's still 3-1 Tampa Bay. New pitcher for the Yankees, Jose Alvarado, coming in. Trying to keep this to a 2-run game. It's done well in the series so far. First man he's going to face is Pete Murray as he flips around the bat right-handed. 0-2 count on him. Here's a pitch. And it's going to be a fly ball in the right field. Judge drifting back. Shy of the warning track. He'll have that for the first out. That'll bring in Lou. Nobody on and 1 out. Drawing a lot of walks lately. Like to see him put some balls in play here. And there's going to be a fly ball down the right field line. Drifting foul. Judge on the run. And he's got it. Just casual stroll over there into foul territory. He's got it for the second out. Now to bring in Basallo. Heading to count 2-0. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a ground ball to first. Wade's got that. And the Rays are going to go down quickly. 1-2-3. As we go to the 7th inning, we are 9 outs away, boys. See if we can finish this game off. And leading off will be J.J. Bleday. 1-1 count. It's going to be a line drive. Bouncer right in front of Caminero. Backhanded throws, and he gets him. What a play there. Let's check out this replay. A little soft liner, and it short hops him. Does a backhanded slide, gathers himself, and throws a strike to first base to get Bleday. Kind of a weird play, but good defensive play all the same. And they'll bring in Wells. Nobody on. I'd like to see that. There's going to be a fly ball down the left field line. Murray just drifting, coasting. And he's going to have that in foul territory by the bullpen for the second out. Always good when we get a dangerous hitter out. And that'll bring in Stanton again. 0 for this series. 2-2 count. And he stays 0 for and he strikes out again. It's his 3rd strikeout of the game. Shane is dealing as we go to the bottom of the inning. It's 3-1. New pitcher for the Yankees. Their parade of bullpen guys to the mound. Scott Efros. 8 shutout innings in the playoffs. He's really been tough on us. He's going to get Trey Morgan, Carson Williams, Evan Carter. Heading to count 1-2 on Morgan. And the pitch. It's going to be a line drive into center field. Bleday on the run. He's going to have that for the first out. Hey, at least Morgan put the ball in play. He's been striking out a lot lately. That'll bring in Williams. 0 for 1 with a walk. 1-2 pitch. And it's going to be a ground ball to third. Bohm has it. Throw across the diamond, and there's 2 down. That'll bring in Carter. Nobody on, 2 out. Down in the count 0-2. He's homered and walked. Stolen 2 bases. And he's going to take strike 3 at the knees there to end the inning. Going to go to the top half of the inning. 6 outs to go. Yankees season's getting shorter. And now the bullpen's going to be Pete Fairbanks. Trying to hold him right there at a 3-1. Boswin 7 innings with 9 strikeouts. 4 hits allowed. And that solo home run's the only run he allowed. See if Pete can keep this going. Harper Bradley's the first guy up. And the count 1-2. Here's a pitch. He swings and misses and strikes out on a slider. Good start there by Pete. Like to see him get back to his old form. Here's a replay. Just wipe out slider. That'll bring in shortstop Anthony Volpe. Nobody on and 1 out. 2-2 count on him. Here's a pitch. And he takes strike 3 on the outer corner. So Fairbanks coming out of the bullpen, striking out the first 2 guys. Love to see that. And that'll bring in Bohm. Nobody on. Can't tie it at all. And he's going to hit a fly ball in the right field. Carter's going to run in, and he's going to have that. So 1-2-3 here in the 8th. Rays looking to add more runs. Clinging to a 3-1 lead as we go to the bottom of the inning. A new pitcher, Jake Cousins. We've lit him up in this series. He's allowed 5 runs in his 3 appearances. Not sure why they're bringing him in. How to bring in Cole. Cole's much better out of their bullpen in this series. Chandler Simpson up now. 2-0 count. That's going to be a little fly ball in the center field, and Bladay's going to have that for the first out. That'll bring in the struggling Andres Figueroa. He's got 2 strikeouts and a walk in this game. And he's going to hit a little flare to center field, and it's going to drop. So there we go. Figueroa finally gets a base hit. Trying to get him off the struggle bus. That'll bring in Junior with 1 on and 1 out. Full count. Here's a pitch. That's going to be a ground ball. Base hit up the middle. Figueroa's going to have to stop at second, but we got 2 on and 1 out. That'll bring in Pete. Know what he did last game. 0 for 3 in this game. Need a clutch hit here. Cousins comes set. 1-0 pitch. And it's going to be a shot into right center field. That's going to get down. 1 hops the wall. That's going to be at least 1 run. Here comes the other one. Throw comes in. And Tampa Bay adds 2 more runs here in the bottom of the 8th inning, blowing this game open to 5-1 as Pete Murray comes through again for the 2nd game in a row. Look at this. Thought that might be out of here. Bladay with a long run. 1 hop off the wall. We have 2 huge insurance runs, and that's going to be it for Cousins. He should never face us again. Efros, we can't do anything. Cousins, we knock him all over the ballpark. And in comes Ian Hamilton. He struggled last time he appeared with 2 walks and a hit for the 3 batters he faced. And he's going to face Lou Garcia now with a man on second and 1 out. 0-2 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to second base. Jazz, he's going to have that. Throw to first. And that'll be the 2nd out as Pete moves up to third base. That'll bring in Basallo. 2 outs, 1-2 pitch. It's going to be a pop-up in the middle of the infield. Volpe's going to come in, and he'll have that for the 3rd out. But the Rays expand their lead. Huge 2-run double by Pete Murray. Coming up clutch 2 games in a row here. And we just need 3 more outs, and we're off to the World Series, boys. And coming out of the pen for the Rays is Garrett Clevenger. I expected it to be Roger Guy, but we have a non-save situation, so they're going to go with the other lefty in the pen. And he's only pitched 2/3 of an inning in 2 appearances in the playoffs. Lamont Wade, the first man up, 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball down the left field line. And Murray, it's going to drop near the line. He's going to hold Wade to a single. So now the Yankees have a man on for Judge. Even if it's a 2-run shot, we'll still have a 2-run lead. See, he's 0 for 3 with 2 Ks today. 2-2 pitch from Clevenger. And it's going to be a pop-up foul over by the first base coach's box. And Morgan is going to have it for the first out. That was a big out. Yankees need base runners. Now bring in Jazz. Doubled his last time and was stranded. 2-2 count on him. Here's the pitch from Clevenger. And he swings and misses on the sweeper and strikes out for the second out. Nasty pitch there. And this is me hopping in, and we're going to bring in Roger Guy because I want Guy to close this game off and get us to the World Series. I want to see our closer, who's been so dominant, be the guy to get the last out. Here he is. 1 win, 5 saves. Just absolutely dominant in the offseason, in the postseason. And I thought he deserved to have this chance to close us out. Lede up now, 1 on, 2 out, 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a pop fly into left field. Murray tracing back. He's going to have it. And your Tampa Bay Rays are American League champions for 2027. There we go. Look at the celebration. Down 2-0 in this series. I thought, oh no, we're going to lose to the Yankees again. But they fought back and won 4 straight games. 3 of those on the road. And get their third American League championship banner. Now we're going to go to the series and take on those Phillies and see if we can get revenge for 2008. My goodness. Can you guys believe this? Average age 24 years old, and we're going to the World Series, boys. Oh, let's check out this box score. Glorious box score. Game 6. 2 hits for Wade. We struck them out 12 times, only gave them 1 walk. Only run was on that home run by Wells in the second. Heel, 5 walks. That's what ate him up. Threw too many pitches. And we get to Jake Cousins again for 2 more runs. On Tampa Bay side, scattered 5 hits, but Murray with a big 2-run hit. Carter with a 3-run blast. Did have 5 walks to supplement those 5 hits. And 2 steals by Carter. Shane, dominant performance. 9 strikeouts, 1 hit. 1 run on that home run, 4 hits, and the bullpen does their job, and we're going back to the World Series. I'm going to wrap this up real quick. You guys, if you like the series, please like, subscribe, comment, share it out, hit that notification bell, and we're going to have a wonderful World Series against the Phillies. Win or lose, we've already done way more than I expected, so stay tuned, and we'll be back with World Series action in this Tampa Bay Rays MLB 25 franchise.